Hello everyone, I'm pasan harshana from the class of Financial Market Institution, and my group is 24. And now I'm going to talk about low interest rate in Sri Lanka. Okay, now I'm going to talk about one terminologies. For the credit growth, the Central Bank of Sri Lanka will keep its standing deposit facility rate and standing lending facility rate unchanged at 6.5 and 7.5 in 2020, and following a 50 bps cut in both rates. And according to the accompanying statement, the cut supports a continued reduction in market lending rates, thereby facilitating the envisages recovery in economic activity given the favorable medium-term outlook the inflation. Given our expectation for the Sri Lankan economy, growth to the recover and inflation to remain elevated. What happened was lending rates have fallen with policy rate cuts, and its inflation will likely remain elevated amid rising food prices, limiting the ability for the Central Bank of Sri Lanka to further its monetary policy. And I have given a draft that shows food inflation and non-food inflation, and at the same time, non-food inflation could also face some upside pressure should the CBSL cut its interest rate further, as lower interest rates would reduce the attractiveness of Sri Lankan assets and potentially cause a sell-off in the Sri Lankan rupee. And this could result in higher transport inflation, which accounts for 10.6 of Sri Lankan CPL basket, despite oil prices being likely to remain fairly stable over 2020, given Sri Lankan states as a net oil importer. Okay, now I'm going to tell why it happened. Currently, Sri Lankan banks are suffering from the current pandemic, and the government, they are like taking more foreign loans, and also the CBS mentality easing over 2019 was driven by a weak economic outlook following the Easter Sunday bombing, and the Sri Lanka's growth to recover 3.5 in 2020 from the estimate of 2.9 in 2019, which would ultimately the need for the CBSL to cut its policy rates to the support economy. And the following Easter Sunday bombing hurts on the tourism sector. And following the attack, the CBS cut both its SDFR and SLFR by 150 bps over the year to support economic activity. And correspondingly, the average variant prime lending rate fell by around 260 bps to 6% as of January 2020, from 12.29 at the end of March 2019 before the attack. The potential impacts are it can reduce the attractiveness of Sri Lankan assets and potentially cause a sell-off in the Sri Lankan rupee. And also, there's a possibility that banks' profit will increase through the year. And also, it's expected that Sri Lanka's growth will recover to 3.5 in 2020 from the estimate of 2.9 in 2019.